Afghanistan's new image shocks the world. Afghanistan's latest developments have left the entire world stunned. The Taliban fighters' new image, armed with advanced weapons, tanks, and helicopters, has shaken Pakistan and created concerns for America, Iran, and other countries. The Taliban's growing power is making Afghanistan's conflict even more dangerous. The very name of this organization is enough to make nations tremble. But imagine this. What if the Taliban suddenly gained access to a massive treasure of weapons? What if their strength multiplied 100 times overnight? In today's video, we'll show you a shocking new face of the Taliban, one that no one had ever imagined. Why has the Taliban become more dangerous than ever before? Where did they suddenly get such powerful weapons? And how has their government restored and boosted its military power? More importantly, which countries now face this rising threat from Afghanistan? Stay tuned until the end, because what you're about to see will leave you speechless. And before we continue, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Friends, the Taliban's new image has sent shockwaves worldwide. They now hold some of America's most advanced weapons, and their fighters stand stronger than ever before. Reports claim these weapons are so advanced and high-tech that the Taliban could wreak havoc in Pakistan within just 1 hour if they wanted. But the big question is, how did the Taliban get these weapons? And in a country facing economic crisis, who paid for them? To understand this, we need to look back. Since the 19th century, Afghanistan has been a battleground for global superpowers, the British in the 1800s, the Russians in the 20th century, and the Americans in the 21st. Yet no power could ever fully control Afghanistan. When U.S. troops finally withdrew in 2021, Taliban fighters suddenly found themselves surrounded by high-tech American military equipment, so much that Afghanistan's arsenal became larger than Turkey's. From rifles to tanks, from Humvees to Black Hawk helicopters, the Taliban inherited it all. From 1969 to 2021, Afghanistan saw endless wars. In 1979, the Soviet Union invaded, only to be resisted by Mujahideen fighters with U.S. support. The war lasted 10 years, killing nearly 2 million Afghans before the Soviets withdrew. In 1992, civil wars broke out. By 1994, the Taliban seized control. Then came the 9/11 attacks in 2001. Osama bin Laden, sheltered by the Taliban, refused to surrender. The U.S. invaded, toppling the Taliban government. But by 2021, after years of fighting and peace talks, American troops withdrew, leaving behind an enormous stockpile of weapons. And that's where Afghanistan's story took a new turn. The Taliban suddenly had access to over 8,000 advanced weapons, including M16 rifles, M4 carbines, and mortar launchers, armored vehicles, Humvees, and tanks, helicopters, and aircraft, including Black Hawks, and a 29 Super Tucanos, high-tech gear like night vision devices, surveillance systems, and communication tools. The value of these weapons exceeds $59.9 billion, and all of it fell into Taliban hands without spending a single dollar. Now, Taliban engineers have already repaired and restored much of this equipment. Their Ministry of Defense revealed that more than 100 vehicles, dozens of aircraft, and countless military tools are back in working condition. Videos released by the Taliban even showed warehouses full of weapons and armored vehicles. Pakistan, Iran, and neighboring countries are now on high alert. Why? Because before 2021, the Taliban didn't even have combat aircraft. Today, they have helicopters, attack planes, drones, and heavy artillery. Their arsenal rivals that of established armies, and this raises dangerous possibilities. What if the Taliban sells parts of these aircraft or weapons to rogue nations or terror groups? What if their pilots, trained abroad, use them to launch attacks? Experts warn this could spark a new wave of global crises. Friends, what do you think? Will the Taliban's access to American weapons make them unstoppable? Or could this backfire and create new dangers for Afghanistan itself? Share your thoughts in the comments. Like this video for more shocking updates from around the world.